Entering preseason camp, Isaiah Tompkins and Jordan Anderson will be our two starters. Both are juniors, both played last season on special teams as well as defense. They have good size, they have good speed. Obviously they are lacking some experience, but feel very confident. And then we'll have some other players coming up. We have two seniors, James Martino, Adrian Caesar, been with our program now going into their fourth year. They're going to be battling for time, as well as underclassmen Nick Kane, Daniel Aidman, and Jared Cutlip. So it's a good group of guys. They work very hard this offseason. They understand the level that they need to reach for us to still be competitive in that position. Well, over the last couple of years, due to certain circumstances, we've had to play a lot of young players in the defensive line. Coach McGrath has done a good job developing these players, and now we're in a situation that these players, predominantly juniors, have a lot of experience. Daryl Banfield, Grant Varner, Zach Genoway, defensive tackles have played since they were true freshmen. Mike Hoyt stepped up last season, played very well. He had 5 sacks as a true freshman. So, a lot of that had to do with necessity, but they went in there, they played and they contributed. So it's going to be nice to have those guys back up front. We do like to play a number of defensive linemen. I mean, that's one position with all these spread offenses. Rushing the passer takes a lot out of you, and to be able to rotate a number of players through that have contributed, it's going to be we're going to be in a good situation because of that. Having Dewey back, first team All-League player, that's going to be very nice. But we also have another defensive tackle coming back in his 5th year in Tommy Kuchke. So we'll have 2 experienced defensive linemen along with the sophomores and juniors that have good experience. So we're very happy with what's going on in the defensive line. And with Dewey, like I said, a returning first team All-League player, very exciting player, runs all over the field. I mean, I always tell our defensive staff, I think he's our fastest player on the field. He creates a lot of havoc in the backfield, a lot of tackle for losses, sacks, and it's going to be just nice to have him back. Well, we go into every game with the goal of 10 minus-yard plays a game, whether they are tackle for losses or sacks. We just feel it's just basically our philosophy. We're predicated on speed. We're predicated on initiating on plays. We feel that with spread offenses, no huddle, tempo offenses, you need to get them off track. And to be able to get them off track, I think you need to create minus-yard plays. And then also make your third down efficiency, better by, 3rd and 8, the leads you're getting off the field, and 3rd and 2. I think to be able to do that, you need to, in 1st and 2nd down, create some minus-yard plays. And it's just based on our philosophy. We are probably a little more aggressive. We do pressure more, but that has to do with our concept of, we have guys that can cover. We have good blitzers as linebackers, and, we try to get off the ball up front. Well, starting with outside linebacker, we're very fortunate to have both starters back, in Josh Green and Jay Williams. They played a lot of plays for us last year under Coach Rizzone, and we had some growing pains at that position as they were both first-year starters, but they worked very hard in the off-season. And we've also been able to develop a little bit of depth with Brendan Pine and James Fadul at Rover. And at the whip position, we have a 5th-year player in Sammy Russell, and Gideon Dixon, who has the ability to play free safety and outside linebacker. So we're very happy with the depth at the position, but also having both starters returning. And in the secondary, with our 2 corners and free safety, a lot of players also coming back with experience. Terrell Smith played a lot of corner for us last year, had a big interception against Dartmouth, exceptional player we feel for us. Sebastian Dovey played a lot of snaps. Jerquel Condomina, who redshirted last year, but with a lot of talent. So I think those are 3 corners that we feel that can play a lot of man-to-man, which we like to do. And at free safety, Connor's back as our quarterback. Connor Coughlin played a number of snaps last year. But we also have, as I said, Gideon Dixon, who will be a senior, who's played a fair amount, as well as a young sophomore, George Smelsley. So there's depth there at the position in the defensive backfield with experience. Well, at place kicker, we can start Ben Rosenblatt, who joined the team last year, and then halfway through the season took over all the placement duties, both extra point field goals and kickoff, and did an outstanding job for us. He's back for his 5th year. He kicked a 52-yard field goal against Dartmouth at the end of the half, which ended up being, the winning points. He's kicked almost 75% of his kickoffs into the end zone, and he's been really good on his placements. So we feel very good in that situation with our placements. Now, punting will be a little different story. There's going to be a battle there between Ryan Kopech, Brad Estes, Dawson Golfich. Dawson's a little bit of was fortunate enough that he can also kick placements as well as punt. So he will still battle Ben in that situation. But at punting, it's going to be a great battle in preseason.